Hi everyone, it's Ryan. So just wanted to get on here and look at Tuesday of the last week of Jesus' life and what he did. The scripture passages you can be reading at passages actually, starting in Mark chapter 11, verse 27, and then reading through chapter 14, verse 2. And that'll give you an idea of what Jesus was doing on Tuesday of the last week of his life. And you're going to read through a lot of things. He's going to tell some parables. He's really going to be dealing with the religious leaders of his day, because the religious leaders of his day, one of the things that they didn't like that Jesus did was Jesus challenged their authority. Jesus challenged their control. They loved control. They controlled people through their religious rituals and traditions. And as human beings, we love control. We love to control things. We love to be in control. And one of the things that this crisis has forced us into is releasing control. Because we can't control what tomorrow brings. We can't control what this virus does. We can't control what our government leaders say. We can't control when this, lockdown and shutdown and all this stuff will end. We can't control that. And so where does that leave us? Well, if we can't control things, then we need to trust in someone greater than ourselves who can control things. And so we need to look to Jesus. And so Jesus was teaching people and trying to even get the religious leaders to see, hey, release control. One of the things he talks about, there's some religious leaders who are saying, hey, should we pay taxes? Because they were trying to trick him. They were trying to set a trap for him. If he said, yes, we should pay taxes, well, taxes were paid to the Roman Empire. And if you pay taxes to the Roman Empire, to the Jews, you would be seen as a traitor to your own people. And acknowledging that Caesar is king, and even sometimes God. Now, if he said no, then the religious leaders could go to Pontius Pilate, who was the governor of Rome in Jerusalem. They could go to him and say, hey, we got this upstart teacher who's saying we shouldn't pay taxes to Rome. And so Jesus would be seen as treasonous to the Roman Empire. And so Jesus says, okay, give me a coin. Give me this coin that you're talking about. So he gave him a coin, and he says, whose image is on this? And they say, well, Caesar's. Then Jesus says, give to Caesar's what is Caesar's, and to God's what is God's. And so what Jesus was saying was, yeah, if this coin has Caesar's image on it, give it back to him. But you give back to God what is God's. We are imprinted with God's image. We are created in God's image. And that should remind us that God is ultimately in charge, and we need to trust in him. So during this time, as you're reading through that Tuesday of Jesus' life, may that be in the back of your mind, this idea of control. And ask yourself, am I in control? Am I trying to be in control? Because especially right now, if you're trying to be in control, it's just gonna lead you to stress, anxiety, fear, doubt, all these kind of negative things, negative thoughts and emotions. But if you just rest in Jesus and say, Lord, help me trust in you more. Help me rest in you more. Help me release this control that I keep holding such a tight grip on. Then you know what's going to happen? You're going to have this peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's going to just wash over you. So I encourage you, read Mark 11, starting in verse 27 through 14, verse 2. And then just really ask yourself, am I trying to control things, or am I trying to trust in Jesus more? Hope you're doing well. And again, let us know if you need anything. And we'll see you soon.